Can you just take the whole bowl, maybe? Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Awesome. How's the day off going? Are you taking the day off or?
Yeah. I came out to my house in Newport Beach, California, and so I took a look at the waves this morning. Decided there's not much out there today, so yeah, just went on a long walk. I don't know if you've ever been out here, but there's a really long boardwalk. It's really nice area.
Nice. Yeah.
Beautiful.
I've never been out specifically to Newport, but
Yeah.
I've been in a couple different areas of Southern California, so I probably
Yeah.
kind of know the vibe you're referring to.
Yeah.
We
So that's it.
My husband and I just recently brought e-foils, which I know are popular in Southern California.
Yes.
I feel like
Yes.
sometimes legitimate surfers kind of frown upon them because they're like, you're cheating. But
Yes.
we
It's
we live
cool
on a
though.
we live on a marina in Tampa, and so it's like the most convenient, like best place to take them out because we're not like actually surfers by any means and can't really
Yes.
take a wave, but it's super fun. So
No,
those
that's
are
great.
a fun new toy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I know we were chatting briefly over text and stuff. Cool that you're from Florida and stuff. Um, it sounds to me like, did you mention you're not doing a ton on Meta currently? Like, is most of your spend going towards Google, or where do you guys primarily advertise
Well,
from?
I would, yeah, I would say, I mean, so we're like, let's say if you're in Tampa, um, you know, we're kind of like Morgan and Morgan Jr. In Colorado, or I don't know if he's still big. Actually, one of my old fraternity brothers used to work for Morgan, and Brad Culpepper. Do you know Culpepper? I don't know if they advertise a lot. Uh,
I'm sure I've seen
but
a billboard or something.
he also played for the Buccaneers for a while, the
Oh, cool.
Minnesota Vikings. But Culpepper and yeah, they used to be big advertisers. Yeah, for personal injury work in the Tampa area. But
Cool.
but so we do a lot of traditional, TV, buses, billboards,
Yep.
and then I spend way too much, frankly, on Google PPC and LSA, um, to the tune of about, I think last month, about $150,000
Okay.
on those. And then we do meta advertising. We obviously have a social media presence as well, but we do advertising. But I don't know. It's a company that I work with out of Las Vegas, an agency there that handles those buys for me right
Okay.
now.
So
So
are
I
they
just don't know what percentage of my internet spend is on that. It's not a huge amount. But really, there's some really focused things I'd like to be doing, campaigns I'd like to be doing
okay?
that we're not doing right now.
What are some of those campaigns that you have in mind?
Well, one is to go beyond just Colorado with um, we have a subgroup at the firm that handles nationally um, drunk driving victims claims. So we're kind of on a platform in that regard, but you know that's something that I would like to push. But I am also interested in, I do a lot of catastrophic injury, wrongful death work. I do a lot of we have a group that's working on trampoline park injury cases. There's kind of what I would say is most of what we do in our advertising is not a call to action, but there are times when we need to do a call to action to go after specific kind of uh, demographics of people, and that's where I found that the meta buys have worked best for us is not just branding, but the actual call to actions for particular campaigns.
Yeah. I love that you said that. Like I feel like a lot of guys think that Meta is good for branding,
Yeah.
branding gets a little slippery on Meta because there is so much trackability. And if you have a very clear ideal client profile that you're looking to go after, they've got all these pain points and they hit all these clear, like specific points we're speaking on. If you give them that form to opt in with or let them know what to do next, the tracking is like perfect. And people that are doom scrolling on Facebook and Instagram have those pains or know the person sitting next to them has that pain and say, ding, 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 this is me or this is him. We should opt in and get more information and see if we qualify or whatever that like next
Yeah.
thing is. So branding is it's just funny because some people think the brand matters so much when
Mm.
you're looking at the Facebook and Instagrams of the world. It matters from like an organic sense, but everything paid, it should actually be way less about the brand. People don't care about like your brand, just it
Yeah.
hurts that people don't care.
Right.
Instead, they have very specific pain that they need solved now. And if this is the solution to do so, bing, 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 here we go. This is now, here's next steps. Let's take it from there. So, from we always tout that type of marketing as being very direct response. And if you can crack that direct response messaging with the trampoline park injury cases or drug driving victim claims or whatever the case may be, you kind of craft that whole message story together, speak to that ideal individual, and then, your team essentially takes it from there. If it's a form fill, if it's a phone call, whatever it is. And yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. And so we have, and we have our own like call center that we,
perfect.
it's small, it's, 12 people, but,
That's good.
yeah, so it is about, reaching that target audience and
Yep.
trying to decide how best to use it. And so what I was interested in terms of talking with you about is, you know, um, what your angle is, like how have you been able to effectively um, drive when in an A/B testing world? It sounds like when you're doing A/B testing that what you're creating over what people were using previously, you're outperforming what
Yeah,
they're
I mean, a lot of guys will either take like one guy comes to mind who has done a ton on different television commercials. And, for his brand, he'll be getting off the private jet on the runway and like delivering his 15-second spiel about why it makes sense to work with my firm over others.
right,
On the flip, when you get a woman that is speaking about a semi truck driver that hit so and so and was entitled to XYZ and insurance claim here, this, there, bing, bop, boop, you've got like a very strong, like emotionally pulling direct response message that just resonates better with that ideal demographic that this guy's speaking to versus him just getting off the jet flashing his stuff and saying,
right.
"I'm your attorney." And I'm not saying that that's like you or your vibe at
No,
all.
no, no, but I get it. No, I get the point
But
exactly.
when you put those, that's the A/B test. It's like, I'm not shocked that this is doing better than that. Now, on the flip, we've seen a lot of attorneys that will try to run just a static image ad and it'll be of a crashed car. Recently in this case,
Right,
we're the team, opt in down below. Again, when you put something like that static image ad up against a 45-second video of a girl that genuinely like you just feel it and you feel inclined to take action because you relate with her. She seems trustworthy, she seems friendly, she seems like a credible source that's not just like, oh, some model reading an ad. Because trust me, like some guys will do that angle too.
right.
And yeah, when all those worlds kind of come together, yeah, don't get me wrong, lean on the data and like do a true A/B test, but typically, you'll find a nice performer from stuff like that.
And so how do you guys what's your space? Is it in the ad creation, the real,
Yeah.
are these reels? Tell me what it is, or maybe it's a
It
combination of things.
Yeah, I mean, it's a version of a reel, and I'm putting reel in air quotes because a reel could be a 10-second long thing that you scroll through on like an organic platform of Instagram and see this trendy thing going on against some music. Like in theory, that is classified as a reel.
Yeah.
What we're creating could be ran through the Reels tab, but the purpose of it would be that, did you say your ads team is out in Vegas or
Yeah.
where?
Yeah.
So those guys obviously know how to place ads at the ad level. You would be taking our 30 to 60-second video ads that we craft and actually putting your paid dollars, whether it's $100 a day or $300 a day, behind the
Yeah.
ads to get them distributed in a proper sense that's not, and again, this is also like a little bit of a slippery slope, but some guys will just try to like boost post organically, and that is
Yeah.
it's
I'm not,
pointless.
right.
Yeah, so
All that's doing is gathering likes from my
literally
perspective.
likes
That's not
nothing,
giving me
nothing with new
conversions.
business. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So
That to me, so just so I'm understanding, so you guys you would be content creators that I can send out, they can send the content out to the people who are making my purchase, and they can place the ads, and then we can measure what the performance looks like.
that's exactly what we do. Yeah. So we like to take pretty much full ownership of what's going to be said in the ad and like why we're saying what we are saying.
Yeah.
So strategy and scripting is owned by us. And this isn't our first time in the MBA space. We've worked with all different types of guys in PI and a lot of other different law categories. We've also worked in a lot of other different local service-based business industries and
Yep.
in turn have just collected a ton of data over the past 3 years. And so when, someone like yourself comes to us and is like, let's A/B test some stuff together and see if you guys can get us, better results with our ad dollars and things, we love to take all that ownership if you're comfortable with it on all things strategy and scripting. You approve the scripts before anything gets shot by us. And then we have 25 different people on the team that are essentially responsible for the content creation. They all look different, they sound different, very different personalities, different ethnicities, and so on and so forth. So, you mentioned that you guys might want to expand outside of Colorado.
Right.
Depending on the cities and different areas that we are attracting, we'll be very intentional with like that demographic matching because a lot of it, um, somebody that comes to mind, we work with a window replacement company out of Atlanta.
Hmm.
A lot of their market, middle-aged African American families. We put a middle-aged African American woman on the ads and she did fantastically, like amazing results. So, as we kind of back into, hey, who are we looking to attract? We want to attract people with money, but also have the pain. Okay, let's look like we have money in the ads. Like again, it's
Hmm.
it's surface level
Yeah.
stuff, but it also like very much matters. And yeah, I mean, we do all of that, and then essentially would hand over final edited ad videos over to your current agency, have them get them placed, and then we take it from there, look at the data to drive us into like a next batch of ads and another batch of ads and so on and so forth.
Yeah. Sounds interesting. What's the price point look like? How do you sell packages? Do you sell,
Yeah,
what do you
it
do?
really just depends on the amount of ad creatives that you would want to test right out the gate. Like we offer as many as 40 ads a month. That's right around 15 grand. We have a 20 pack that's 7,800. We have a 10 pack that's 4,800 bucks a month. So normally like, people will start a little smaller and then obviously
Yeah.
like scale up from there. The beauty of still getting like 10 is we would probably get you 2 to 3 different people on our team to actually be in the creatives. And then, like I said, use that data to drive us into, we commit to getting you a total of, it's a total of 3 rounds. So an additional two
Mhm.
rounds after the first 10 are delivered. Because the point of this is to not just give you a couple videos and say, good luck. Like we want to
Right.
be a little bit more bought in on the whole process and the data to leverage that to get you more. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Uh, and so from a scripting, so what would happen? Like, just walk me through.
I would get
Um,
I would get an initial one pager completed by you. That's basically like, here's the firm. Um, Focus these first 10 ads on drunk driving victim claims and the trampoline park. We'll split it 5 and 5, just an
yeah.
example, right?
Yeah.
You give us kind of like high level do's and don'ts of all that stuff so that we
Yeah.
have enough to lean on when we dive into strategy and scripts. I'll nudge you or somebody on your team again a few days later to give the scripts that we've written a stamp of approval. At that point, I want you to obviously have an opinion on stuff, but I also want you, if you're cool with it, like just trust us on like why we're saying what we're saying. We
Yeah,
will make sure it
totally.
100% abides by
Totally.
you, but like, yeah. Um, Give us stamp of approval of scripts. We'll go off. We get everything shot. We get a good edit on everything. And then you'll be nudged again with that Google Drive folder that has the final videos. You do get lifetime access to all the RAWs as well in the event that you want to do anything with the RAW files, like post them organically or whatever. And then let those rock for 2 to 3 weeks. Because we take a total of 7 business days to get you the first round of 10. Um,
Yep.
and then we'll have data and we leverage that data to say, hey, Emily, the trampoline park injury cases is popping right now. That one guy that you used on the team, I lead with the female angle, but we have like some guys on our team that also do very, very well.
Yep.
That middle-aged, gray-haired dude is doing so well. Like,
Wow.
let's get more scripts with him in these different variations, blah, 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 blah. And then, yeah, that's how we take that to get you the next 10 and then one more, at least one more round of 10 from there.
Okay. Uh, I mean, yeah, I think I'd be interested in giving that a shot and seeing how that plays out on a
Sweet.
smaller package and see, and then obviously we can see where the
Get more
relationship takes
is
us.
sweet. So, do you guys or does anybody on your team happen to already use Slack?
I do not use Slack. Um, there are sub teams inside our firm that do, but none that would be involved in this.
Okay, so for next steps, ideally, I can either get you on our Slack group. The reason I say that is that's where we just do all comms internally as well. So to
Yeah.
keep the process nice and orderly, I will need you or just like an assistant if you have like a
Yeah, I've got an executive
there.
assistant
Perfect.
who full time handles my stuff,
Okay,
and
so
so
so we'll get him or her into Slack. Um, I will send that one pager intake form that I need to get filled out by either the EA or you. And then
I would probably fill that out from a
great,
content perspective, but
I love it.
Edie is her name's
Edie.
Edie Britton. Yeah, and she's been my executive assistant for 10 years, so
Oh, great.
she runs my whole life.
Love
So
it. So we would get her into Slack, and then you fill out the one pager. She'll notify us when that's completed on your end,
yeah,
or you can let me know. And then I am a big texter. Like I was texting you last night,
yeah,
but just from keeping the whole system nice and tight, I will need, Slack stuff going. And
yeah.
then yeah, we would essentially take it from there.
Okay, sounds
Um
good.
for next steps, I to get started, you're just paying for the first month, the first 4,800 up front. And then from there, I just need to know her email address to get her into the Slack channel. And
Okay,
then like we just take it from there.
sounds good.
Do you want me to drop you first month invoice or how do you want to go about that?
Yeah, why don't you send it through her? Send everything through Edie, and she can help get this organized.
Let me,
She's obviously not working today, but yeah, um, or I mean, you can also if you send the invoice, if you're going to email it, if you send it to me and to her, I can get that taken care of too. Let me give you her.
yeah,
Why don't I
give me your
text,
email.
you want me to text you her
You can just
or
send it
just,
to me right now. I'll jot it down.
okay, hold on, let me find her. I, hold on one second. Oh, all right. So I just texted that to you.
Perfect. Great. So what I'll do from there is I will
You have
send,
my email address, right?
yeah,
Already. The
it's the
JK,
one
you
that,
have which one do you have? the JKB. I don't know which I sent you.
JKB at Colorado.
Okay, yeah. So that's my private uh firm email. It's fine for you to use that, but just so you know, the my public facing email is just my name, kyle.bachus@coloradolaw.net. That email, Edie receives and previews all the emails and then sends to me the ones I need to look at. So the JKB I gave you was because I figured to probably hear from you, you know, outside of our office hours. And so, but it's not super reliable in that I'm not great about it. I mean, I get hundreds of emails, and so I just want you to know, like, the best way to ever reach me directly, you can text me like we were doing, but if you send something to Edie, like she's all over it. She's all over everything. So she gets the public face. You're welcome to use that one if you want to try to send the invoice to that JKB and
Yeah.
also send it to Edie. That's fine also.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'll do. It'll take me 2 seconds. I'll get you a quick agreement to sign as well. And
Okay,
then basically once both those things are complete on your end, I'll take next steps, get her into Slack, and we'll
great.
take it from there.
Sounds good.
Okay,
Well, I look
awesome.
forward to seeing, yeah, I look forward to seeing this. I feel like there is a way, and I looked at some of your stuff, there is a way to stand out in a very crowded environment. I mean, the PI world is extremely, but everybody does the same shit over and
Right.
over and over again. And so I'm interested to see if there's a better way to meet the audience.
Yeah, definitely. We'll keep it all still very much like on brand, and like brand is in air quotes again, just because like tread lightly there, but like we'll keep it on brand, but also, do the right things to stand out and also just get people to have kind of that fire under them that you're looking for to opt in and keep things moving.
Now, our firm does have like a whole brand kit with all
Yeah,
of our
feel free to get that over to
colors,
us.
all that
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, so Edie can get you all of that too,
Yeah,
the whole package.
we'll use all of that in on the post production side of things, even if it's just like a quick logo in like the top
Yeah,
left hand corner or something like that.
yeah,
Do you guys run any YouTube ads or no?
yeah.
Cool. So she can make note of that, and what we can do for you is you get one take of us filming each ad, but we can get you a wide frame. And then we can also get you a cropped 9:16 for Facebook. So if
Okay,
you've got the wide frame for
for
YouTube,
YouTube.
you guys can use it on both.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Cool. All right, awesome. Well,
All
yeah,
right.
give me 2 minutes. I'll get you everything over, and then, like I said, once that is complete on your end, I'll get Slack going.
Okay, sounds good.
All right,
Hey,
I'll
thanks for
talk to
reaching
you
out.
soon.
I
Yeah, no
appreciate it.
problem.
Bye
See
bye.
ya.